Now guys, welcome back to Time with Coasters. My name's Sam and we're here today at the Alton Towers Resort now. We're actually getting on a plane in a few hours, so we've got our snazzy British tourist Horizon shirts on. Yeah, we're going to get as much as we can done in the next sort of 4 hours here on Park. So we've got Gareth here today, thought he can on us.
Right.
How you doing, mate? You good?
Yeah, I think so.
You excited?
I'm really excited. It's just been a bit of a rush, hasn't it? So
it's been a bit manic,
We've all been working, and then it's like, right, you stay here, you travel here, meet at Towers, do this, and straight to the airport.
And in the meantime, I broke my hand, so it is what it is. But
it's handy, isn't it?
There's a dad joke if I've ever heard one. But yeah, we're going to get around the park then, see as much as we can in 4 hours. We're on a Sunday today, it is quite busy. But yeah, we'll kind of go around the park and show you exactly what you can do. So if on these like 6-hour days and you're not quite sure if you want to come, we can kind of show you on a busy day with even less time, kind of what you can do. So yeah, come and join us for this this short day vlog. All right, so we made our way to the dark forest then. So I think this was a good idea. What do you think, mate? Oh, we all both vlogging here. Yeah, I think it was a good idea. Let's say the pathways are nice and quiet. Rita is still down, but saying that, all the hydraulic launchers are down actually. We actually got a ride back from Velocity, but then Stealth is down, Rita's down as well. So yeah, we've but there, look at it, nice and quiet there. I think this was the right decision. So yeah, we're gonna head straight on 13 and then check it out. So yeah, come and join us for this first ride of the year. Okay, so in typical Merlin fashion, it's broke. So
first ride,
woo,
down.
Yeah, so but we're gonna stay around here anyway, because by the time we walk to the other areas, you know, it's gonna be like what, 10-15 minutes. Then there's a 40-minute queue. So if we can get this done, because it's the only operational coaster in the area,
and then we got Hex on the way.
And then we got Hex, exactly.
11.
When you've only got 4 hours and you're trying to do the park quick, it is kind of a bit of a annoyance. But if you are planning a trip to Alton Towers, you kind of have to take into account that rides are going to be down and you have got to navigate it. So yeah. Okay, so 25 minutes later, we're still sat here. I think we've decided, haven't we? We're just gonna stick it out, and if we don't get it at 11 o'clock, we'll just head to Hex.
Head to Hex, exactly.
That's it.
So otherwise, Hex is out the way and you've got to make an effort to come back to it.
That's it. So this might be an Alton Towers in 3 hours vlog rather than 4 hours. But
these are getting chicken wings. I'm happy. These looked good on Chelsea's vlog the other day.
Yeah, we'll head there after to check it out. But yeah, waited 25 minutes so far. So we'll let you know how long we're waiting. Thank you very much. Right, we're here then, so we're what, about 26, 27 minutes, something like that. Yeah. But I think it's definitely worth waiting. It's currently 16 minutes to 11, so we'll get on this and then we should be straight on Hex. But yeah, the ride operator there, thank you, you're awesome. So yeah, we're gonna head on this. It's nice because it gets it out of the way nice and early, then we don't have to come here again because Rita is, you're right there?
Yeah, just on a trip.
Yeah, because Rita's down, but yeah, we'll get on it and we'll let you know when we come off. Right guys, so yeah, we just had our first ride of the day there on the 13th, so we got first train and we got the front row as well, so that was really good. Honestly, it's running great, really good. The drop's nice and forceful, and we were saying actually when we're in the tunnel, definitely better on the front when you go at that backwards section, because you don't get to see a lot of the front, you don't get to see the little figure. So yeah, very enjoyable ride.
And it's nice and whippy when you're going backwards then.
It is, yeah, and obviously because the second train already left the station, we got the nice kind of fast launch back into the station there, which is probably one of the best parts anyway. But yeah, no, really enjoyable, and it really gets you in the mood. Yeah, it does get you in the mood though, because obviously we're heading out to Gardaland tonight, so make sure to check out the travel vlog. If you've not seen that one already, that'll be on the channel soon. Yeah, really excited to check it out. It really just gets you in the mood, doesn't it? It
really does. I'm ready now.
Yeah, after that first shot, we were just buzzing. So, right, we're going to head to Hex now, as I've never actually done Disco Hex yet. I've been to the park, I think 6 times since it's been revamped. Every time it's been closed. So, yeah, we're going to head there. The door is just opened, actually, so we're going to head straight into it, and then I'll let you know what I think of Hex. Okay, so yeah, door just opened. What we got? Well, we're going to be on the first one of the day, aren't we? So yeah, really excited. I say I haven't been on this in about 6 years, to be honest. So 6 years. Hello there. Yeah, so it's good actually, because my sister, morning. Yeah, my sister's been to this park once in her life, and she's been on Disco Hex. I've been here hundreds of times, never been on it. So yeah, excited to finally get on there.
I managed it yesterday. I haven't put it on the vlog, but
okay,
I will give you my reviews as well afterwards.
Cool. Right,
I liked it.
Let's check it out.
I will level with you.
Okay then. So we can film a little bit. We can't film all the way in.
No, but my PAVs.
No. The GoPro's doing all right, yeah. I mean, it's terrible to go.
Yes.
I don't know.
Look at this.
Look at the state of that. Honestly, we need to get one of them. It's like the
Pocket 3.
That's brilliant, that. Right, guys. I'll see you when we come off. Right then, so finally, after 6,000 attempts, we finally got on Disco Hex. I have to say,
sorry, it just makes me laugh out. What is Disco Hex now?
It's different. I don't think it's bad. It's not bad. It definitely doesn't deserve the hate it's getting. What they've done in there is brilliant. It's just weird. So the facade is amazing. The fact that you walk into the tower, and then the ride system is actually not in the towers, it's in a separate building. You cannot tell where you transition from one to the other. It's done absolutely amazing. The scene piece there, the story as you go along. When I was watching that film from 1821 that they made, that is brilliant. I was kind of stood there thinking, I want to watch a film. I actually want to watch a full-length movie of that. I think that would be a really good idea for a movie. So it's really good. It's really immersive. The lighting in there is weird. So it's a story about, you know, this kind of tree that falls and that. But you've got these kind of blue and purple lights, and it doesn't really fit the theme. It kind of reminds me a lot of like Atlantis, especially you had this kind of like water kind of sounds, you know, like water droplets, things like that. So it kind of sounded a bit more like a water kind of place. Or if you've ever seen a Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets, it kind of, when they're in the Basilisk Tunnel, it kind of reminds me of that in a way. Especially when you get before the vault, you've got the kind of big door. So that's kind of the vibes it gives off. So it doesn't really give me this vibe of a tree that's been cursed. So, but again, that could be easily sort of just change the blue light into green, basically. I think that'd sort it nicely. You then go into the other room where you've got the kind of witch that curses you all. That was done nicely. Then you go into obviously the main vault itself. Now, it's good. It's still a madhouse. It works, thankfully. You know, keep fingers crossed. Let's hope that remains. It's just weird. So you've got the trees, got all these like kind of tinsely Christmas lights on it now. The green one, when it's on green, it looks great because it goes with the theme. But then you've got like pink and blue and red and purple, and you're like, is that really to do with a tree? It's weird. And then when the room turns upside down, you've got the tree on the top, which I remember from before, and I'm so glad the eyes light up in red now. That looks brilliant. But then they just put loads of like disco lights on it. I don't know. I don't think it's bad. It's just weird. That's the kind of takeaway. I need to ride it a few more times, but clearly we're not going to get that done today. But that's kind of my take from it. I do really like it. I'm so happy it's riding again. And this is a ride I will ride every time I come here. I do think it's really good, but it is weird. That's kind of all I can say on that one, really.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
You do enjoy it, don't you?
I do. I feel like the lights, like I said, even on the walls and stuff that you felt were out of place, they reminded me more of like the light through like a stained glass window.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I was getting that kind of vibes from it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I thought right at the end, I asked actually, do you think it's meant to be like a projection of a tree or something, and it's out of focus? It kind of had that feel as well.
It's unclear, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's why I think it's weird, because it's just a bit unclear. You know, there's a lot going on there, but it doesn't, like, some stuff just doesn't really make sense. But honestly, it's been done great. You know, I can understand the vision they were going for, and it looks brilliant. So well done. I do think it's a good ride. Just weird. Yeah, one thing on that, so the capacity of that ride is really good. You know, I think we looked at 78 people per gondola. So yeah, the queue, we barely waited at all. It took us longer to go through the pre-shows than it done there. But the good thing, the way it's set up, because you've got the room after room after room, you can just batch people straight through. So
I mean, yeah, I was just saying,
fantastic.
If you think there's like 3 rooms, each room takes 78 people plus the queue line.
Exactly.
You're in there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All those people are now not queuing for roller coasters.
Exactly.
And that's what this park's missing.
Matt, especially because we're right outside the dark forest area.
Where you're normally on one ride.
And like I say, Rita's always down. 13 seems to be slow. But yeah, so it's fantastic.
It's a really good little people eater.
Massively. And I think when Horizon, if it does eventually open, it's in the right location for it as well, because it needs that kind of extra ride. So.
Well, so I was saying, I'm missing, yesterday I really miss, if I could jump on any ride while I'm here now, would be Toyland Tours.
Okay.
So before Dungeons and that. Because it was another people eater.
Yeah.
It was good fun. You were in there for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, between the flats that are non-existent and those rides that are people eaters, it takes away, but it takes away from all the other queue lines.
Massively,
so that you're not ended up, because I was saying, there was like double the amount of attractions here in the 90s when I used to come, in early 2000s.
And
but you'd still get everything done in one day, or most of it. Whereas now, without those little people eaters on the flats, you actually struggle to get everything done in a day here. You kind of need to.
I think if the ride availability was good, you would get everything done. The ride availability is really bad, so you can't really plan a day around going a certain way around the park.
Because they're ramming them through constantly because of there's nothing to take the edge away, if that makes sense. So they're always running max capacity.
So having supporting rides like Hex is really good. So yeah, really good ride indeed. Well guys, we're heading here to the Wicker Man. So it's on a 40-minute queue at the moment. Really excited to get back on this. I do love a good GCI wooden coaster. I think currently this is probably the best one in the UK. But it's one that it kind of depends what you like, really. You know, if you like the kind of old school rough rides, you know, there's a place there for Grand National and the Big Dipper. But if you like a more smooth woody, this is basically what we've got, because Megaphobia is dead now.
Some of the old classics, just because they're rough doesn't make them a bad ride.
No, I mean, that is a fair point. Obviously, I live on the Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and most of the rides there are pretty
I love
bouncy.
The Big Dipper, and I would pick the Big Dipper over the big one any day.
Okay, fair one. But yeah, we're going to head on the Wicker Man here. She's looking absolutely fantastic. And then we're going to head the rest. But I think, to be honest, we should be getting most things done today. The queues are long, but it's not like, you know, 2-hour queues. So yeah, we'll head on this here. Big pop there. Absolutely fantastic. The train coming around here. Amazing. Wow, what an amazing ride there on the Wicker Man. She is running absolutely fantastic, honestly. Just had a front row ride there. That's the first front row I've ever had on that ride. And honestly, I have to say, that is the best ride I've ever had in my life on there. Honestly, phenomenal. You get whips around the sides. It's just brilliant. We were getting some really ejector airtime there as well, weren't we? How did you find it there?
I told you before we went on, I love front row on here. I was like, I love back row as well because it is quite whippy.
Yes, yeah.
Middle is just like, there's no point to me. I'd rather go and do spinball or something.
But that
However, front row I love because of the pockets of ejector airtime that I feel like you just get so much of. I love it.
You do massively. Honestly, it's such an incredible ride. That was brilliant. But anyway, we're going to head quickly because we've got about 2 hours to go. So we're going to head
all of Forbidden Valley,
the rest of the park,
and Rapids done. Let's go, go, go!
Let's go!
Please remain seated.
Right then, so we're here at the Congo River Rapids. So yeah, the water feature is not actually on the ride there, as you saw. But yeah, we'll get around it. Obviously, I don't believe we can take you on ride on this. I think Gareth said he actually tried it yesterday and he got told off basically. So similar to how we had at Drayton. Well, in fact, we're probably going to do a video on this whole camera thing, as if Sean obviously put his video on the camera. Great video. I've got some opinions on it, so I think it's worth sharing those at some point. Yeah, so we're just a couple of tips there, because we've got a short amount of time today. We thought we'd go through a few key points and tips. So, yeah, because they're not actually batching this ride, so you can fit, was it 8 riders a ride?
8, yeah.
Yeah, 8 a ride, but we've seen them go around with 2s and 3s and stuff, so that's a bit rubbish. What I find a lot of people do is they will and ah about the rides. So they'll turn around and say, obviously, oh, we don't want to go on this, we don't want to go on that. And they'll have like 10-15 minute conversation with themselves or the group to go on a certain ride, when you could have just got in the queue anyway. And
discuss it in the queue, and whoever don't want to, all of you or whatever.
Basically, so the key tip, especially on these short days, just if you want to go on a ride, just get on it. It doesn't matter the queue, just get on it, because by the time you and ah'd and walk to a different ride, you've lost like 15-20 minutes anyway. Whereas if you just got in the queue, you'd probably find you'd actually get all the rides anyway.
Like you said, when you're discussing it, like before, I'm like, that's 5 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
But like you just said, by the time you do that on every ride, you've just lost an hour or more of your day.
That's what I mean. So we already know we're doing this, then we're going to go to Curse, and then we're going to do probably Nemi, Toxicate, Galactica, and that order.
Wings tweet in the queue.
Basically, and I've got no doubt we'll get on it. I think we will. And sometimes just being positive is actually, you know, is the best thing. But also because we know where we're going, there's no messing around. It's just straight there. So obviously you'll see in this video anyway how much we actually do get on. But yeah, that would be my
I
key
do feel like we've
recommendation.
done quite well already, considering the time.
We do. Okay, so just come off the Congo River Rapids there. A bit of a mixed bag. You seem to be getting that a lot on this channel, so it's quite good. It is enjoyable. Now, the way they're batching it is really stupid, to be fair. So we got to the front and they said, you know, how many did you park? They said 2, and they just gave us our own boats. Now, the boat before had 4, the boat before that had 2, and the boat before that had 3. So these take 8 people a boat, and really, when you've got 2 people on a boat, I mean, me and Gareth sat together to try and get a bit of spinning. There's just no weight in the boat, so you don't get any splashing. It kind of makes it more of a lazy river more than a rapids, and although it's a nice relaxing ride, you're not really going on a rapids for a nice relaxing ride, are you? So if you can sort those dispatches out properly, get the ride actually filled, I think that'd be quite good. But apart from that, yeah, it was all right. Nice to get back on there. The waterfalls aren't working, a couple of effects aren't working. But yeah, if you can sort that out, get the batching done, I think that'd be a great ride to have back at the park. I'm just making our way down here to the Alton Manor then. Yeah, it's looking nice around here. It is quite quiet today, to be fair, quieter than we thought it would be. How was your ride there on the Congo River Rapids there, Gareth?
Pretty much how you reviewed it. Like, I love the River Rapids.
Yeah.
Once again, I've told you before, a lot of this part for me, the love comes from nostalgia.
Yeah, because you've been here lots of
93 was like my first visit. So River Rapids has always been like a firm family favourite.
Yeah.
But the waterfalls being off changes a lot.
It does, doesn't it?
And the way they're batching the, well, not batching the ride as such.
Yeah.
Really changes everything because one, you're not getting the speed, you're not getting wet, and it's the weather you want to get wet.
So I think
and just use half an hour where there's no shade in the boiling heat.
Yeah, and it could be 10
actually
minutes.
It could be 10-15 minutes if they're batching the boats properly.
Yeah, so I think we both agree on that one. But yeah, we're going to head on the Alton Manor now.
One of my favourite rides on park.
It is really good, to be fair. What they did with this is fantastic. And as I said, there's never a queue here because it just moves so quick. So yeah, we're going to head in here now and let you know when we get off.
Father, please may I go to the party?
No, you will not. Now get on, you wretched little creature.
Or something.
All right then, so yeah, just come out of the Alton Manor there. I've got to say, that was riding great, wasn't it?
That was amazing.
That was so
on
good.
Point.
That was, if this was how the park was an opening day, this would be completely different. Like, today's been fantastic. Okay, apart from the first ride there, but no, the main thing with that is it was dark, wasn't it?
I say, I noticed, I kept thinking this feels so much darker than even yesterday when I was on there.
I think, because I find on the Ghost Train at like places like the Pleasure Beach, you've got the fire escape signs, and it's just so bright that it kind of blocks everything out.
They changed everything to LED as well, isn't it? Everything's really bright.
Yeah, so, but that, honestly, that was fantastic. The effects working. Half the time we were in pitch black, weren't we?
Yeah.
And it was actually quite ominous, and I saw a couple of the jump scares there.
So
really
you actually
got
jumped
me.
on some of those, I heard you.
I was like, bloody hell, I got that one. Whereas normally, it doesn't get me. So honestly, that was brilliant. A few effects as well I didn't even notice. You've got the swing that you pointed out.
The swing, yeah, my favourite one of.
Yeah, so, and I think because the lighting isn't much better in there, I'm kind of noticing a lot more. So honestly, that was great. Well done all. That was fantastic. Okay, so we're at the Forbidden Valley here. Obviously, this is definitely the best area in the park. It is phenomenal. So we're going to get Gareth some food because he's starving, bless him. And then, yeah, we're going to head on Nemesis, Toxicator, and if we can, Galactica. Although, as we know, if you've ever been to this area, Galactica's pretty much always closed. So I do hope I get it today. It is one of my favourite rides on park. But yeah, we will sure to let you know soon. Well, Gareth's happy. He's finally got his buffalo wings. How you doing there, mate? You enjoying them?
They're so good.
Are they all right, are they?
I haven't had the chicken yet, though. Just the buffalo.
How much was that set you back?
$10.50.
It's not horrendous, is it? I couldn't justify the price. I'm a cheapskate, so I just got some chips, £3 there. I'd say the screens weren't working, like they've, and then the one that did work, it didn't even have chips on there. So just one thing to note, you might have to go and speak to the guy on the desk.
And it's quite slow on the desk.
It's very slow. I say I got mine about 5 minutes. Yours was 10 minutes, yeah. But it is what it is. At least we've got some food, I guess. Just thought I'd show you this, guys, here. I've not seen this in person yet. This is the best themed cans of Monster ever. That's great, doesn't it? You've got all the mud kicked up at the back, all the Toxicator barrels. And just parked in here. Crashed there into the pole. It does look cool, doesn't it? Here we are. So your Monster go to this theming, just for some cans, so yeah, fair play to them. And then you got your regular, sugar-free, and what's the end one there?
Mango.
Mango. There you are. I'll show you that one. Okay, so we're going to head here to Toxicator. It's a 20-minute queue. Just enough time to let our food settle down a bit. Well, one of us anyway. You're still nibbling away there. But at least you can get under here now without the sewage. If you've not seen the opening day vlog, make sure to check that one out. So yeah, looking good. Still nice and tidy under here. So I wasn't sure if it was going to get vandalised, but do you want to do single round of queue or do you want to just go main queue for this? Main queue it is. 25-minute queue here for Toxicator. Yeah, excited to check it out and get back on it. It's a really, really good flat ride. This is probably my favourite flat ride in the UK, just behind Maelstrom. Yeah, I'll get some off-ride footage for it and I'll see you when I come off. Yeah, you can see there. So we did mentioned this on opening day. It could really do with a drain round there because it's kind of in like a little dip, isn't it? So it's just filling with water.
Yesterday, it's my first time in main queue.
Oh, is it? One thing I've noticed though, I'll put a picture on the screen here.
Well, theming, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can tell it's because the two at the sides are bolted down, but the top and bottom one isn't, and it's just why. Please look after the rides, that'd be great. But yeah, we're gonna head on now, and we'll let you know when we come off. All right, then, guys. So we're dual vlogging here. So yeah, just come off top.
2 cameras, 2 people.
Come on, let's walk and talk.
No, 2 vlogs.
We're gonna walk and talk because Reborn's on 20
We're
minutes.
gonna try and stay synced now. Try and keep each other in view.
So what do you think then, Gareth?
I love Toxicator. It's probably like my second favourite flat ride in the UK.
I think it's my first, but it's very close to Maelstrom.
I still want a summer cycle. We're not going to get it much hotter.
Yeah.
We should be getting wet. And I would like a slightly more intense spinny cycle, a bit like Talicum. But I still love it.
It's fantastic. That was riding so good. We had Keegan, shout out to you, Keegan, there, my friend.
Hello, Keegan. Lovely to meet you as well, because they've come all the way down from Scotland.
Yes,
so.
and it was his first time on the ride. Honestly, his reaction was fantastic.
It was class. I wish we could have got a POV with him in there.
But it just goes to show, obviously, we're enthusiasts, we go to the rides all the time, but just to the general public, especially someone that hasn't ridden it before, it's such a spectacle, it's such a great ride, and it's one of those, it's not too intense, it's tame, isn't it? But
no, exactly, it's enjoyable for people that don't do stuff all the time, as well as the enthusiasts.
Because, I mean, we've just finished eating, and it was one of them, isn't it? So
I just stuffed my face full of wings and chips, as you saw.
Exactly, I think any more, you might start to feel a bit sick, but it's just the right amount. I think they've done a cracking job with it there. I'll be interested to check out the other cycles it's got, because I think they're going to, one of them, do you get soaked, is it?
Yeah, which I can't wait for.
But yeah, we've got Nemi
we're running
here
now because we've got hardly any time left on the park.
Yeah,
Reborn's gone 20 minutes, so we're going to jump in.
We've got 25 minutes, so we'll get Reborn, Skyride back, and then that'll be the rest of our day. So yeah, come and join us for Nemesis Reborn.
See you after Reborn.
Very cute, let's go. Well, there we go on Nemesis Reborn.
I can't wait, it's my favourite ride on park. And in the UK.
Here we are. Well, let's check it out, see when we get off.
Good shot.
Good time here on Nemesis Reborn. Enjoy your ride, guys. Outstanding. Let's go. Guys, just finished our ride there on Nemesis Reborn. She's definitely rattlier than I remember. What do you think, Gareth?
So, I was just going to say, I've just called Reborn. That was really rattly. I hate to say it. I just was saying, was like, never get a rattle other than at the end. Favourite coaster in the UK. But they weren't loading the back
very
row
back train. It was just on the one train, yeah. So the other train was the full. We got on row 7 on that train. So maybe it's something to do with the rattle.
I said maybe it was something to do with that train because that wasn't comfortable.
That was very rattly to be fair. I mean, it's always great to get back on it. You know, the G-force going around. I always feel it in my feet. Do you?
Not normally, but I did on that, and it was actually painful.
It's same, yeah. I mean, it's honestly, it's a fantastic ride. Really, really fantastic coaster.
Still my number 1 on park.
It's my number 2. Yeah, I'll say I'll agree. Yeah, number 1 on park. Yeah. Always good to get on. Like I say, it's just that rattle's definitely getting worse.
Yeah, but I just hope it's the train.
I hope so too, because I say it's just the one train that we're loading there. So yeah, that's about it. Really, it's alright.
She's waking up. She's getting loud.
Right, here we go. Straight onto the Skyride. We go here, are we?
Yeah.
Oh. Right, here we go. Going over the. It's not the gardens, it's the lake.
Well, it is the garden.
Oh, it's a tiny, it's always, I think it's better to go the other way.
Over the pagoda?
Yeah, because then you go over the fountain, don't you, in the valley. But it's nice to get away finally.
That's just saved us a nice walk.
Yes, you're not feeling it, are you?
Leather sandals on a trip is never a good idea, but it was alright yesterday.
Yes. I say, they could have bloody cleaned the gondola though, couldn't they?
I know. 2 years.
It's a nice state. But there we are. It's really good that it's back in operation finally.
It's nice just walking around seeing it going as well, just seeing all the colours going along.
Yeah. Here we are.
It's just really hot.
There's the thumbnail if I've ever seen one.
They definitely haven't and the support. I think I might
There we are, so just see some on-ride footage there of the Sky Ride back in action here for 2025. So yeah, really good that that's back in it. I'll say I'm happy to walk, but I do appreciate, you know, there are some guests that...
I'm happy to walk, but like then, when you're in a rush or anything that's convenient...
Yeah, it is, and I appreciate some guests can't, you know, some guests are wheelchair bound, or, you know, some guests just don't want to. So yeah, it's good that it's back open. It is a big park, so yeah, it's very good to see. But yeah, great views at the top there. Right, so we're gonna head back to the car now, aren't we?
No, I'm gonna go get a drink first.
We're gonna get a drink, then we're gonna head back to the car, and we're gonna make our way over to Birmingham Airport, where we're flying to Italy. So make sure to check that video out. I'll link it at the end of this one.
Chocolate strawberries.
But yeah, we'll head outside now and wrap up.
Chocolate strawberries.
So just head out the park to wrap up the vlog, but I just want to point this out first. So this is the corkscrew track, and you can just see the paint. It just looks awful. I mean, this is the first thing you see when you walk into the park as well. So come on, Alton Towers, come on, Merlin, get this fixed, because it's, you know, first impressions matter, doesn't it? And this just looks awful. All right then, guys, so that brings us to the end of our day here on our 3.5-hour day it turned out to be. We did have 4 hours in total, but because we had the kind of half an hour, 45-minute delay there at the start of the day, it's pretty much got around in like 3.5 hours. So honestly, we've done 8 rides. We were just saying there, you've seen them all in the vlog there. So the only things we haven't managed to get, we didn't manage to get Galactica or X Sector. But for me, I don't really like Oblivion, to be honest. It's a bit boring.
I love Oblivion.
You like Oblivion, but I think, yeah, so for me, all I've really missed out is Smiler and Galactica. So I'm honestly 3.5 hours. That's how you do it, guys. So I would certainly say if you're going to come on one of these busier days, or you know, you've not got the whole day, then certainly do what we did. So the main tip I've got is just be decisive with where you're going. You know, you can do like we did and start in the dark forest and work your way around, but whatever you do, just be decisive. You know, say you're going to do it and just go straight on it, because if you kind of stand around and and ah and, you know, think about it, you just waste so much time. So like we've done today, we just literally bang ride, next ride, next ride. So when we was in the queue for one, we'd decide where we're going next, and we just stuck to it basically religiously. So that would be my biggest tip for this. But other things, like say, start in the dark forest, and then maybe kind of, if you parked in the main car park, we've parked in the priority car park here, so we're at the main entrance. But if you start in the dark forest, you can go to X Sector, then just take the Sky Ride straight across to Forbidden Valley and finish over there and walk straight out. Obviously we've only had 3.5 hours, you guys would probably have 5 or 6, so yeah, you can certainly do it on a quiet day. We just touched on the corkscrew there, that could do with improvement, but it's good to see that rides are starting to open again in the park. You know, we've got the Rapids back open, Hex is back open as well, so yeah, keep it up, it's doing fantastic.
One thing I missed out on my vlog, but I'll put on yours, just a shame about some of the staggered openings.
Yes,
especially on a weekend.
That is weird. Pretty much, I think it was everything, kind of CBeebies Land. We had, what else was on 11 o'clock? Hex. All of David Walliams' World,
all of David Walliams,
Spinball Wizard,
and the Rapids.
Yeah, so all of them was 11 o'clock opening. So that's just one thing to note if you are coming here on a quiet day, because that just turns your, well, our 3.5 hour day into a 2.5 hour day. But honestly, we've managed to get around it, and it just shows that you guys can too. So you having a good time there, Gareth? All good?
I haven't got an ice cream happy
just
now.
Nibbling away.
I feel like all I've done is eat, but I've actually hardly eaten anything. It just seems like every time you ask me, I'm like, I've got food.
It's always doing that. I don't know where it's going. Like, always good. But yeah,
now then, guys, this is 5.5 stone lighter than it was. So
it's doing well. Keep it up. Yeah, we're gonna head now to the airport. We've got a flight in a couple of hours, so we're gonna meet
our
Martin.
friend's probably having a bit of a
panic attack, yeah, wondering where we are. So we'll get off then, and I say, if you want to carry on this journey, we're going to be doing the travel vlog, so make sure to check that out as I'll be there. So if you do want to see the travel vlog, then be sure to click on this link here. If you want to see our trips from Italy, then check out the place over there. And if you have found value in today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram at DiveLoopCoasters for all the latest. But from me and Gareth here today,
see you later
at the Alton Towers Resort. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. God bless. See you in the next one.